A whistleblower is now accusing a contractor in Maine of defrauding taxpayers out of millions of dollars over the course of 7 years. It's a story you'll see first here on The Hill and exclusively on News Nation. And it centers on Maine's Medicaid program. The business at the center of the allegations, founded by a Somali American, drawing comparisons perhaps to the scandal that has rocked the state of Minnesota. Our Rich McHugh joins us live tonight from Lewiston, Maine, with his exclusive reporting. Hello, Rich.
Hi, Blake. Yeah, we're here in Maine, but this story is eerily reminiscent of the scandal that's evolving in Minnesota. We spoke with a whistleblower who alleges that millions have been bilked from the state here, from taxpayers and the Medicaid system, and that a Somali American-led health services contractor is at the center of it all.
I thought that we were doing the right thing this whole time. And the more I started digging, the more I started finding. And I just couldn't believe what I was seeing, that this was happening and that I was part of this.
Chris Bernardini spent 7 years working for Gateway Community Services, a Somali American-led health services contractor in Maine. Bernardini alleges Gateway oversaw a system in which false records were filed about client visits. And he says they charged taxpayers for providing services that were never performed.
We started getting some clients calling and saying, months later that their client owed them hours. They hadn't come in for these shifts and stuff. But I had a time card for it.
And then they were billing for it.
They were billing for it.
In March,
you know what? The Somalis get mad at America and get mad at Trump for getting on them and telling them they bad people. But if you're doing it in Minnesota, the fraud, if you're doing it in Ohio, the fraud, and you do it in Maine, what does that say about you as a people? So everything that Trump is saying is true. You guys are scammers. You guys are takers. You guys not contributing. You keep finding ways to steal money from different states. That's what it is. This is about Gateway Community Services and how they are basically taking payments or falsifying documents to get payments from Maine Care, which is their Medicaid program, for services they didn't provide. So when we talk about this and we say, and the company was founded by a Somali man and ran by Somalis. So when we hear people talking about Somalis, and that's racist, they get mad. They're being racist against us. No, we just stating facts. You guys are scammers, bro. This is in y'all DNA. This is what y'all do. You guys go to different states. You got the game on lock. It's crazy. The clients will call to say caregivers never showed up, but staff were still told to bill and bill heavily anyway. The owner of GCS is Abdullah Ali, reportedly collected millions of dollars from Maine Care and allegedly used some proceeds for other purposes outside of the U.S. Oh, yeah, of course he sent some back to the crib. Why wouldn't he send some bread back to the crib? He got it so easily. Come on, man, Somalis. What y'all got to say about this? As a people, you guys are scammers. Because if y'all was really about that life, if y'all was really talking about, we good people, y'all would get these scammers out of y'all community. But y'all all benefiting because they take the money, put some money in the neighborhood, make sure everybody's straight, have multiple wives, have all these kids, and get more SNAP benefits. It's a recurring. That's why when Trump say, all y'all got to go, all y'all got to go. Because y'all all benefiting off of the fraud one way or another. You guys choose to act like you don't know, but you still got your hand out for the bread. This ain't got nothing to do about being racist. This is about being real. There's more and more fraud coming out about the Somalis than ever. The spotlight is on y'all, and people are just coming out. That's the thing, man. So now y'all in Maine, Ohio, Minnesota. Where else y'all doing this at? Where else y'all doing this? But when we talk about this and talk about y'all on the social media, or talk about you guys on our platforms and say, y'all got to go, and y'all say, oh, they're all being racist. Not being racist. Why would we being racist? We didn't say nothing about the Somalis until all the fraud started coming up. Nobody was saying anything about the Somalis. That's why I think y'all scared, because the spotlight is finally on y'all now. And now y'all like, oh, shit, what do we do?
March of 2022, Gateway received a notice of violation from the state's Maine Care Services Program Integrity Unit based on an audit of records taken at random from January 2017 through December of 2018. Gateway overbilled by an estimated $904,000.
In your professional opinion, what you saw was fraud.
Absolute.
No doubt about it.
No doubt about it.
But Bernardini says when the pandemic hit, it got worse.
I started seeing bonuses, $2,000 bonuses going to these staff that had only been with us for 2 weeks, never worked a shift with a client. And yet the PPP loan comes, you're giving $2,000 away like they're lollipops at a doctor's office.
In April of 2024, Bernardini wrote to the Department of Homeland Security seeking whistleblower protection. They referred him back to the state of Maine. Nearly a year later, Gateway fired Bernardini. The company's founder and CEO is Abdullahi Ali, a Somali American who, while at the time serving as executive director for Gateway, last year ran for president of Jubaland, a state in Somalia's south that borders Kenya. Last week, he posted on X, "I make no apologies for building a successful business in Maine, working hard to earn a living, earning my PhD, giving back to my Maine community, and running for office in Jubaland. I am proud to contribute my hard-earned dollars to support my people back home." We reached out to Ali for comment multiple times. We even came to Gateway to try.
Why are you here if you're trying to run for president in your hometown? This is why we say, and this is why I believe it's Scott Bessent. He's over the money and all of that for the Trump administration. One of the biggest things that we have to prevent people from doing is sending money back home. You can't make the money, steal the money, and then send it back to your own country. Where they do that at? That's one of the biggest things, and that's one of the things they're working on is you can't be making money and sending it back to your country. That money needs to stay here. It needs to stay in America. This is how they screwed it. This is how they mess up America. They steal the money. They don't spend the money here. They send it back home, and then you run it for president. Just take your ass back to Somalia and be president there. Why are you here taking money from us and then sending it? It's just upsetting that we see this. And then they try to play victim. I'm sorry, you can't play victim because you stealing, and then you trying to be a president in your own country. Make it make sense. I just don't get it. I just don't really get it. What we see what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to build your city up off of taxpayers' money. So if you love your country that much, why don't you go home? Because Somalia doesn't have anything. They don't have anything. They're war-torn still. But look at the people that's come from there. Scammers. Yes, you guys are getting stereotyped. But you guys got a big spotlight, and everybody's coming out to tell y'all about this. And it's just crazy. The more and more information you see, it's not just in Minnesota. It's in Ohio. It's in Maine. They taking over, but what they doing is taking money from Americans. But why would you be making money here, getting all your success from here, and then you send it back to Somalia, and then you run it for office? That's like crazy work, bro.
Try and speak with him.
Hello. I'm with News Nation. My name is... No comment? Is Mr. Ali here? Can we speak with Mr. Ali?
Republican State Senator Matt Harrington has called on Governor Janet Mills to investigate.
It's just an absolute insult to the Maine taxpayer. That we know that there's this Medicaid fraud going on by Gateway Community Services. We're seeing nothing from the Mills administration on this, and I think it's appalling.
I still can't believe it. I still can't believe I took so much of my time and put so much of my life into this agency that just tossed me aside. It's caused me to reflect a lot and, try to trust my gut more and speak up more when I see something.
What I have to say to this is, to all the Somalis out there, if you want the stereotypes to stop, if you want the accusations to stop, if you want the media attention to stop, you have to clean your own community. You have to alert the people of fraud. You have to show if you really loyal to the soil. All you first generation, second generation Somali Americans, these people is ruining it for y'all. Because what's going to happen is y'all protections are already getting taken care of. Then there's going to be the opportunities going to start getting taken away. It's going to start with the money being taken away. Y'all going to suffer the most. So the only way you can fix this is show that you loyal to the soil. Are you loyal to America, or are you more loyal to Somali? Because what's going to happen is there's going to be so many sanctions and things that happen to y'all. Y'all going to be at the bottom of the bottom. But no matter what, right now, you guys are still at the bottom of the bottom because you guys are scamming. You guys are stealing. And then you don't want to talk to nobody and explain y'all side. So that definitely means y'all are scammers if you can't even talk and tell people how things happen and give your side of the story. You guys refuse to. That means you running. It's like a bunch of cockroaches in a dark room. Now the light is on. You guys are scattering. That's just what it is. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. As always, we're going to keep this thing rocking. Hit the notification bell for the new videos. We're going to get this thing rocking. Thank you for the support and comments. We're going to keep going. And as always, that daily show coming soon. Appreciate you guys.